gap between episodes 2, Attack of the Clones, and 3, Revenge of the Sith. We are here discussing Star Wars The Clone Wars, episode Clone Cadets. Continuing with the trend that the early episodes of the Clone Wars were aired out of chronological order, we now turn our attention to Season 3, Episode 1, Clone Cadets. We find that Shaak Ti has been put in charge of clone troopers training on Kamino, with the help from contracted bounty hunters Breck and Ellis. On the training field is Domino Squad, a squad of troopers who are going through the Citadel training exercise, and they have their fair share of problems. From arguing on the battlefield, following separate paths, and the inability to adapt to changing situations, this squad of troopers is far from ready to serve in the clone army of the Republic. Shaak Ti discusses her concern about the skill of this squad of troopers, yet she also expresses her care for their well-being of these people, providing a stark contrast to the Kamino cloners, who do not see these troopers as individual people, but would suggest just casting them off, failing the lot, and make way for a new badge. It was finally time for the squad to go through the course for a final time, their moment to pass or fail, as they were observed by ARC Trooper squad leaders. When it was Domino Squad's turn to take the course, their unorthodox methods, joking around on the field, and ultimately leaving behind a trooper who had fallen, resulted in an automatic failure for the team. Walking through the barracks, Ellis has expressed his concern for the fate of Domino Squad, and told Breck that he has requested they be able to retake the final test. Breck has also requested that the troopers be moved to cleanup and maintenance. It is up to Shaak Ti to determine the fate of these troopers. Two of the troopers approach Shaak Ti with a request to be transferred to a different squad. Shaak Ti takes the moment to make parallels between the Jedi and the clone troopers, where the individual and the group are one and the same. While the two may be looking out for each other, they are not looking out for the entirety of the squad. She recommends that they fix their problems internally, as she is permitting them to retake the test in the morning. Breck does a little hard coaching on his own, asking to meet with one of the troopers from the group. He tells the trooper he believes he is the one who is causing his squad to fail, always joking around and not listening to orders. Through the banter, he inadvertently gives the trooper a nickname, Cut Up, while giving the trooper a bit of a hard lesson in fighting back. Was this an attempt to help fix the dynamics of the group, or just a pure desire to remove the weak from the squad? 99, the station's maintenance clone, pleads with Heavy, the trooper who tends to go his own way in the exercises, asking him to embrace the team and rely on them to accomplish their objective. As an anchor of the team, he could prove to be a real leader and pull the team together. The time came for their final test. All was going well for them, moving in formation, cooperating and helping each other out. As they approached the final summit, they discovered that their ascension cables were not on their utility belts, a challenge placed there by Breck. Ellis pleaded for Shaak Ti to stop the test, as it was unfair to the troopers, but she agreed with Breck that war is not always fair. In a rare show of ingenuity, the troopers worked together to disable the blaster turrets and use them to climb the top, passing the test. The troopers graduated and became members of the larger clone army in service of the Republic. This episode gave us a look at the individuality you can find within the clones, while addressing the issue of a clone's humanity. We also get a taste of some Jedi philosophy, making this an important episode for an understanding of the Republic's military values. Thank you for watching. Be sure to subscribe to keep up with all the insight and analysis found here at Star Wars The Canon Explained. You can also follow me on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. Leave your comments and questions about this story or any elements of the Star Wars canon below. Till next time, may the Force be with you.